William Blake is a 19th century artist that I've long admired. The approximate site of his burial was near to my flat when I lived in London. Over the years, I've championed the British neo-romantic artists of the interwar period, and through them Blake was always a point of reference, along with Samuel Palmer. Both artists created a particular vision of England and Englishness. Of all the works that Blake created, be they paintings or prints, it was this print that held a special place in my appreciation. He goes by various titles, but the one I particularly like is Blasted Oak and Blighted Crops. It is an iconic wood engraving, a mere 4 by 7 centimetres in size, but within it there is a whole world of events. I was extremely fortunate to buy a print taken from the original woodblocks last year. A reprint was issued of 1,000 copies by the Kirwin Press, a highly distinguished and influential print company that worked with many of the neo-romantic artists I admire. I also looked online to discover other versions of this print, and noticed that in subsequent renditions in collections around the world, one could trace the slight damage to the top left corner edge, exactly as it appeared in mine. I chose a special location to put it on my wall, since I never think a picture hangs in isolation, but is often enhanced by the works that surround it. And besides, I wanted to acknowledge it every time I passed it when I left my studio. But a few weeks ago I caught sight of this tiny print in conjunction with the work by the highly respected Bosnian artist Edin Numankadić that I have hanging in my hall. I had the privilege of interviewing him almost 25 years ago when I was studying in Sarajevo and preparing my extended essay on the art produced in the city while it was under siege during the war of aggression in the early to mid-1990s. At one moment I caught the juxtaposition of these two works together, and in that moment I had an extraordinary moment of clarity. That here was one image revealing the explicit destruction within the landscape by natural forces, against one image showing the implicit and orchestrated ravaging of a city by an aggressive military. Numankadić's picture, from a series called Inscriptions, implies marks left by people, marks on a wall perhaps, left in a great rush, as many citizens were forced to do, to leave some trace of a human presence, to acknowledge that human presence, if only for the person who made those marks. These two works somehow crossed the temporal divide and formed a liaison as a testament to human endurance in the face of extreme adversity.